The woman's eyes narrowed, her voice calm, but cutting through the cabin's chatter. "You might want to move your bag before this becomes something you regret." 20 minutes later, the entire plane would be on their feet, not in anger, but in awe. The cabin was already full, the air thick with recycled warmth and the faint scent of coffee. Passengers shuffled in, wrestling luggage into overhead bins, the quiet impatience of travel hanging over them. Near the front, a tall black woman in a tailored navy suit stood still, her boarding pass in hand. Her seat, the one she had paid for weeks in advance, was right there. But in it sat another woman, her legs crossed, sunglasses perched like a wall between her and the world. A tan leather bag rested in the middle seat, a silent claim of ownership. Without looking up, the seated woman said, "That's my seat. You'll have to find another." The words landed like a slap. Casual, dismissive, certain. Around them, other passengers slowed, but didn't stop. A man adjusted his headphones. A mother busied herself with her child. No one spoke. The woman in the suit didn't argue. She simply stood there, calm and unreadable. Her presence alone was striking. Posture straight, eyes steady, as if rooted to something deeper than the carpet beneath her feet. Her name was Alicia Turner. Few on the plane knew she was the CEO of a global logistics firm. Fewer still knew that before she led boardrooms, she had led soldiers. Tours overseas, where the heat was blistering, the nights were endless, and respect was more valuable than gold. She'd carried stretchers under fire. She'd held the hands of friends as life left them. She'd learned that silence could be stronger than any weapon. Now, in the narrow aisle of a commercial flight, that same silence wrapped around her like armor. The flight attendant approached, polite but cautious. The woman in sunglasses insisted again, "She can sit somewhere else." Alicia handed over her ticket without a word. Row 4, seat A. Exactly where she was standing. The attendant's brows lifted slightly. There was no mistaking who was in the wrong. Still, she asked the seated woman to move her bag. The bag stayed. The sunglasses stayed. The defiance stayed. Passengers began whispering now, the tension growing like a held breath. Alicia remained still, her hands folded loosely in front of her. There was a faint glint on her wrist, a bracelet made of thin, worn parachute cord, a gift from her unit, a quiet reminder of promises kept. Minutes passed. A supervisor was called. The delay was holding up the flight. People were restless. The sunglasses woman shifted, clearly uncomfortable under the weight of so many watching eyes. But Alicia never broke her gaze, never raised her voice. And then, the twist. A tall man in uniform entered the cabin. He wasn't crew. He was a passenger from first class who had overheard the entire exchange. His deep voice carried with an authority that silenced the whispers. "Ma'am, that seat belongs to her, and I suggest you move now." The sunglasses came off. The woman's cheeks flushed. She gathered her bag and stood, the fight gone from her. She slid into another empty seat, without a word. Alicia took her seat, placed her briefcase neatly under the chair, and nodded once in thanks to the man who had spoken up. No triumph in her expression, no gloating, just quiet dignity. From somewhere behind, a voice murmured, "Some people wear their rank on their collar. Others carry it in their soul." For the rest of the flight, passengers stole glances at Alicia. Some looked apologetic, some admiring. 20 minutes after takeoff, when the seatbelt light blinked off, the man from first class rose, came down the aisle, and shook her hand. Slowly, others followed. One by one, passengers stood, offering small nods of respect. A silent standing ovation in the narrow sky. Strength isn't always loud, Alicia thought. Sometimes it's the calm that holds the storm at bay. Respect had been restored, not demanded, earned.